In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to become so dangerously magnetic that opportunities, people, and abundance can't help but be drawn to you. What makes some people so magnetic while others are overlooked? I'm not talking about charisma tricks, fake confidence, or changing who you are. I'm talking about shifting your energy so powerfully that the world begins to respond to you without you saying a word. Most of us were taught to believe that magnetism comes down to appearance, confidence, or even luck. If you're attractive, you're magnetic. If you're outgoing, you're magnetic. If you're lucky, doors just open for you. And if you don't have all those things, well, too bad. You're invisible. But here's the truth. That flips the whole script. Real magnetism isn't about what you do. It's about what you radiate. Think about it. Have you ever been in a room and noticed someone who wasn't the loudest, wasn't the flashiest, and maybe didn't even say much, but somehow everyone felt them? You couldn't explain it. You just knew. Something about their presence pulled you in. I'll never forget this moment. I was at an event once and there was a woman in the corner of the room. She wasn't the loudest, she wasn't showing off, and she wasn't even trying to be noticed. But somehow, everyone kept glancing her way. It wasn't her clothes. It wasn't her words. It wasn't her energy. That's when it clicked for me. Magnetism isn't about chasing attention. It's about embodying a frequency that naturally draws it in. That's not charisma. That's not luck. That's energy. That's frequency. That's magnetism. And here's the best part. Energy is something you can train. Just like you can go to the gym to build a muscle, you can cultivate the frequency that makes you magnetic to people, to opportunities, to abundance. It's not reserved for the chosen few. It's available to anyone willing to shift their inner state. And once you do, life starts to feel different. You don't chase things anymore. They start finding you. Now, let's bring in the science, because magnetism isn't just a mystical idea. It's something that can actually be explained. First, the brain. Neuroscience tells us that every thought you think wires your brain a little deeper. If you keep thinking, I'm not good enough, people don't see me, I don't belong, you're strengthening the circuits of invisibility. Your brain literally builds an identity around being unseen. But here's the magic. Your brain can rewire. When you begin rehearsing thoughts like, I am magnetic, I am worthy, I belong in the room, you carve new neural pathways. Over time, your brain expects magnetism the way it once expected invisibility. Now, the heart. The Heart Math Institute discovered that when you generate emotions like gratitude, joy, or love, your heart produces a powerful electromagnetic field. This field radiates several feet outside your body. That's not poetry, that's physics. And here's what's fascinating. When your heart and brain are in coherence, people can feel it. You don't even have to speak. Your energy introduces you before you even do. And finally, the quantum field. Quantum physics tells us that reality exists as waves of potential until observed. Your thoughts and emotions act like the tuning fork. When your signal is scrambled with doubt and fear, life reflects that back. But when your intention is clear and your emotions are elevated, you collapse potentials into reality. This is where science and spirituality meet. When your inner world aligns, your outer world can't help but shift. And that's what makes you dangerously magnetic. Not dangerous in a destructive sense, but dangerous in the way that makes you unforgettable, undeniable, impossible to ignore. All right, let's shift your energy right now. If you're in a place where you can close your eyes, do it with me. If not, just imagine as I guide you through this. Step 1, breathe. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a moment and exhale through your mouth. With every inhale, imagine drawing in light and energy in through your nose, hold, out through your mouth. With every exhale, release tension, release doubt, release anything that doesn't belong to your magnetic self. Do this 3 times and feel your body settle into presence. In, hold for a moment. Great. Step 2, visualize. Now, picture this. You walk into a room. Notice how people turn toward you, not because of how you look, not because of what you're doing, but because of what you're radiating. You're glowing with calm confidence. You're magnetic. People feel pulled toward your energy. Opportunities seem to notice you. Conversations flow naturally. Life itself feels like it's leaning in your direction. See it clearly. Hold that image. Step 3, embody the feeling. Now, let the emotions of that vision flood your body. Gratitude, joy, worthiness, love. Let your chest expand as if your heart is radiating light. Imagine your whole body glowing with this frequency, spilling into the space around you. Smile softly as you embody this version of you, the one who doesn't need to chase, because everything is drawn in by your presence. Step 4, anchor it. Whisper quietly to yourself, or say it in your mind. I am magnetic. My energy speaks louder than words. I attract opportunities, people, and abundance effortlessly. Feel that truth sink in. I am magnetic. My energy speaks louder than words. I attract opportunities, people, and abundance effortlessly. That's it. You've shifted into dangerous magnetism. Not the kind that intimidates, but the kind that makes you unforgettable. The kind of energy people remember. When you start embodying this magnetic energy, you're going to notice signs almost immediately. And they won't always be big, dramatic moments. Sometimes it's the smallest shifts that mean the most. You might notice people holding eye contact a little longer than usual. Strangers smiling at you for no reason. Someone complimenting your energy, your presence, or just saying, I like being around you. You may even find yourself in the right place at the right time. Doors opening, synchronicities unfolding, opportunities showing up that feel almost too aligned to be coincidence. Those are confirmations, proof that your frequency is shifting. You're no longer broadcasting doubt or invisibility. You're radiating presence, and the world is starting to respond. But here's the shadow side of magnetism, and it's just as important to recognize. When your energy becomes strong, not everyone will know how to handle it. Some people will be pulled towards you like moths to a flame. Others may feel uncomfortable, even a little triggered, because your presence highlights where they're not aligned with themselves. And that's not a bad thing. In fact, it's powerful, because magnetism isn't about pleasing everyone or blending in. It's about being so authentic, so aligned that you naturally attract what belongs to you, and you naturally repel what doesn't. That's what makes you dangerously magnetic. You stop hiding, you stop shrinking, and you shine at that level. The world has no choice but to respond, sometimes with love, sometimes with resistance, but always with recognition. And that's when you'll know your energy is being felt. Your presence is undeniable. You've stepped into the frequency where you can no longer be ignored. So, now that you know the signs to look for, and you understand both the light and the shadow of being magnetic, here's how you lock it in. I want to challenge you to join me in a 3-day magnetic experiment. Each morning, spend 3 minutes on the magnetic exercise we did together. Breathe, visualize, embody, and anchor. Throughout the day, walk as if that magnetic version of you is already here. Notice how you carry yourself differently. Smile at people, make eye contact, walk with presence, speak with calm confidence. Notice how others respond. And at the end of each day, reflect. What shifted? Did people treat you differently? Did conversations flow more easily? Did you feel more alive? Did new synchronicities show up? Did you notice a shift in your own energy, like you were leading life instead of chasing it? Then, on day 3, I want you to come back here and tell me what happened. Share your story in the comments, because when you declare your shift publicly, you amplify it. You're not just practicing magnetism, you're broadcasting it. So, if you're in, type it right now. I'm magnetic. Declare it, anchor it, step into it, put it out into the field. Magnetism isn't something you chase, it's something you radiate. And the moment you embody it, the universe has no choice but to respond. And here's the bonus. If you really want to amplify your magnetism, share your experience with someone else. Tell a friend about the challenge, or write down your reflections publicly. Why? Because when you declare your shift out loud, you're not just practicing magnetism, you're broadcasting it. And that signal comes back multiplied. Because here's the truth. Once you align your energy this way, the world doesn't ignore you anymore. It notices you. It remembers you. And it responds to you. Not because you forced it, not because you pretended to be something you're not, but because you've tapped into the version of you that was magnetic all along. So, are you in? Then comment it below, take the challenge, and watch as your reality starts to shift in ways that might just surprise you. You are no longer just a person moving through the world. You are a frequency the world cannot ignore. That's what it means to be dangerously magnetic. As always, be more than a label and embody your divine soul.